All right, we're live, guys.
All right.
Hello to our viewers out there.
Live on the internet.
Wow.
Hi, friends.
Yet again.
Second time.
I mean,
Only
not
20
that
minutes
anybody
late.
watched the first time. So
Yeah, that's not bad.
Hey.
That's not bad.
we're called Trainwreck for a reason.
Right.
Cheers.
To real fast figure out what we're doing, which is why we're so late.
But anyway, so this is mute the stream because now that 20-second delay caught up, I was hearing ourselves really fast. So
It's good to know it's working.
right, it is working. So this is we are Project Derailed. We run ProjectDerailed.com, and this is Trainwreck, our new weekly. Words are hard. Live stream that we're going to do every Monday night. We don't know what we're going to stream, but it's going to be fun and it's probably going to suck. But anyway, Tanner is going to be our lovely game master this evening, so I'm going to hand it off to him.
Yay, Tanner.
Hi,
Fuck him.
and unlike last week, you can see me.
Yeah.
Tangible.
We have
Actually,
switch technologies.
We are not being
he's not a
catfished.
disembodied voice hiding behind a stock picture.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this
This is
the
not
real
a
Tanner
this is not an
here.
improvement. Let's be honest.
In the last picture, I had Kitty, my girlfriend, on there. So you're right.
Yeah.
This is not
This is significantly downhill. Our two viewers were like, "Oh, I was really hoping we'd never see his face, so I guess bye.
Yeah.
Never again."
It's just like what Neve Feldman always says, you always video chat or else they are not real. So
That's fair.
we viewers.
Damn, I forgot to turn the lights in my room, so I'm probably really dark right now. Either way.
It's
Uh,
okay.
So either way, how's everyone doing this evening?
Good.
All right.
So the game that we are playing today is Atomic Highway, a game that I reviewed now, but really is, I think, one of the most underrated RPGs out there. And definitely takes a lot of cues from Mad Max and whatnot. So I was thinking that the way that we could do this is I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the mythos, the quick rundown of this game, and also the story at large. Then we'll introduce the characters, and after that we'll actually get into the game.
Real fast, where did you review this game, Tanner?
Over at ProjectDerailed.com, of course.
Yeah. In
And
a lovely segment called Critter Miss.
That's correct. Crit or Miss.
Which you can find
My
on
show.
YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Find on YouTube, Project Derailed. There's plenty of other really fun and amazing things over in Project Derailed. I think, Fiona, you do a couple things over there, don't you?
I do our Critical Role. I forgot its name for a second. It's pretty late. I do our Critical Role recaps along with Nick, who does the art for them. I write them. He makes them interesting. And then and I write random other stuff. So if you like, just stupid takes on lowbrow media, I'm your gal.
All right,
All right.
guys.
Is there anything else that we have on Project Derailed, though?
I
We
don't
have
do
this.
shit.
Once upon a time it wrote he was going through Rick and Morty and doing posts about them, and he only did a couple, but the few that he did kind of changed my outlook on life. And I'm not saying that to be facetious or whatever. I really took these lessons to heart, so they're really good.
Rick and Morty and the meaning of life, everyone.
No, your analysis of Rick and Morty is the meaning of life.
Okay, gotcha.
If you ever wanted to know how many testicles can fit in the back of a dump truck, you should go.
I do also estimate that.
If you want to find out the difference between East and West Coast lighthouses,
Yes.
you
I
can
also
find out
discussed
there.
that. And their relation to
It says Tom
boners.
Jerry's penis. That's the takeaway.
Yes.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do some wild shit. It gets pretty real. It's pretty emotional.
Yeah.
All right.
So
anyways, on to Atomic Highway. What this game essentially is it's set in the quote-unquote not too distant future. The nuclear holocaust has occurred, and now the world is finally, but there's extreme weather conditions. It's a very harsh existence. The human population has gone from billions to millions, if we're being generous, maybe even thousands. Essentially, this is kind of all that you have left. It's kind of Fallout and Mad Max without a sort of sense of purpose that those games and movies entail. What they call is the V6 system, and it's a very similar attribute and skill sort of deal. So the way that this works is that it's also a D6 system. Is, for instance, you have your attributes like muscle, understanding, tenacity, and you rank them from 1 to 5. That's how many dice you get to roll in a scenario. 6 is our success, anything else is not a success. And then you take your skills. So, for instance, like athletics or brawl or drive, and those dots you get to add to anything that you roll. So, for instance, let's say that you are trying to appeal to someone. You're trying to, like, persuade them to do something. So I would say that you need to roll appeal plus persuade. So your appeal is 3, so you roll 3d6. 2, a 4, and a 5. So you didn't get any 6s, that's a failure. But if you have persuade dots, you get to add them to your dice, and if it gets to 6, then it becomes a success. Natural 6s explode. So a natural 6 is not only an automatic success, you get to re-roll the 6, and if you get a 6 again, you get to re-roll it until you no longer get 6s. It is how many 6s you have is your level of success. If you roll all 1s, that's a critical failure. Does that sort of make sense?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So with the game that we are running today, considering the fact that it is a one-shot and kind of a quick one, I wanted this to be a lot more of getting people's appetites wet that they're going to be watching this to go out and find Atomic Highway. But there are some things that I'm kind of leaving out for the sake of simplicity. So, for instance, all of the characters come from a barter town. There's several different towns, and it's kind of your race, if you will. So they're all the same, call from the same area. Mm-hmm. And they don't have any mutations or flaws, which can come into play in extended campaigns. But for the sake of a one-off, I felt that it would just be a little bit too complicated to kind of pitch to everybody. So keep that in mind for Atomic Highway fans who are watching this and wondering where those are. Other than that, I will give the quick synopsis of the plot, and then I'll introduce our 3 main characters. So, future, in the apocalyptic world of Youngstown, Ohio, which is considered to be a marked improvement.
I mean, yeah.
Essentially, there are several sections and towns around the Youngstown area, which includes towns like Girard, Poland, Camel, which is spelled Campbell. I still don't understand that, but whatever.
Yeah.
Boardman,
I remember when we first told you that, because you said Campbell, and like no one knew what you were saying.
Yeah, I know. And to this day, I'm just like,
it's Camel.
I'll never get it either way. So the way that this world has worked is after the Fallout, each of the towns has actually created their own little kingdoms or free states or principalities or republics, and they're all kind of at war with one another. So you have the Youngstown Free State, and keep in mind, each of these populations range from anywhere between like 100 to 500. So the Youngstown Free State, the Kingdom of Girard, Poland, just because, the Principality of Camel, the Greater Boardman Republic, and so on and so forth. Our characters, for whatever reason that they have seen fit, have found their way into the Youngstown Free State. Whether they live there or not, I'll leave that up to them. and they are about to be given their job, which is they have to go and steal an artifact from one of these other principalities or small microstates. With that, I will toss it over to the players to introduce their characters, how they know each other, and what's their purpose in life. So I will start with Nick, who was the first to come up with this character. Take it away, Nick.
I was the first to pick a character archetype. I was first to grab a pre-gen sheet. So, anyway, my name is Charles McCormick, but everybody calls me Camshaft. I'm the
Obviously they do.
mechanic of the group. And trust me, the warped wagon is my baby. I poured my heart and soul into that thing, and it purrs like a kitten.
Wait, I thought we agreed we were calling the vehicle the Taint.
That's what
You
we
might
call it. You call it something else.
But it is my creation, and therefore I have the right to name it.
Okay, Taint Liquor.
So Charles.
But anyway,
We're really earning that mature rating.
Camshaft.
Yeah.
Camshaft. Real quickly, what's your personality like? Like, who is Camshaft?
He is kind of scatterbrained all over the place. He has grand ideas and not too many ideas of actually making those ideas a reality. He'll try his best, though. And
All right.
basically it.
So
But if
you
something's
talked about-
broken, he sure as shit knows how to fix it.
So probably the best to fix things in a pinch, but don't let him be the plans guy.
No, not a plans guy.
All right. So you mentioned the warped wagon before, and we've discussed the warped wagon or the taint,
Uh-huh.
the grundle. Could you describe what is the warped wagon, the taint? What is this vehicle?
So it is a early 2000s Dodge Grand Caravan that has had the top Sawzod completely off of it, and a custom roll cage made out of chain link fence, various other scraps, rebar, or whatever you can find, whatever our Camshaft himself found laying about to create this wicked looking roll cage that keeps, all of our salvage, scrap, and ourselves safely inside the vehicle.
Mhm.
Safely inside the vehicle at all times. The stock engine has been completely removed and been replaced with a diesel V8, and the front of this thing has been built up with a huge bumper with spikes and all kinds of shit.
Fantastic. Question. This doesn't sound like the most stealthiest vehicle, is it?
No.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Camshaft, before we carry on?
Nope. I'm good.
All right. So let's move on to, let's see, Tom Fiona. I'll just roll a die.
All right.
That looks like a Tom to me.
I didn't know they put my face on dice. That's a terrible mistake.
So,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
had that dice custom made a long time.
Idea right there.
Ah. Yeah. So, my name's Skinny Joe, and I am the second of the three assholes, which is a name that Camshaft he doesn't like, but it's our name. We're the
no,
three
no.
assholes.
I don't like the taint called the vehicle. I completely agree that we're the three assholes.
That's fair, but that makes our vehicle the Taint. Anyway, so Skinny Joe, he's a nice guy, but he likes to steal from people, only if they deserve it, you know what I mean? Sneaky dude. But, he's a good guy once you get to know him. Sometimes he's, stabbing you or something like that. He just likes to make
he's the
sure...
asshole that steals from assholes.
Yeah. It's only guys who got it coming,
Yeah.
Which is most of them. But still, he's always got a reason. He always knows. He's worked it out. He's he's skinny, he's a small guy, kind of short, kind of skinny. Hair is kind of all a mess. He's got kind of a baby face, but like a little bit of his facial hair here and there.
Just like the opposite of you.
Yeah. And he looks younger than he is. He's probably in his 30s, but he looks more like he's in his 20s.
Okay. The rigors of the post-apocalyptic world were good to you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all things considered.
Well,
Alright,
he
is
looks
there
kind of
anything-
scrawny and weak. But yeah.
Okay, so he looks a little emaciated.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to add about background or something like that?
I mean, I came up with a few details. They can come up as necessary.
Okay, we'll bring them up later.
Yeah.
In particular, whenever we get why you all three are together and why you are called the three assholes.
Yeah.
That'll become apparent very quickly.
All right. So, Fiona, why don't you carry on? Who is your
Okay.
character?
I didn't know that we were doing like real names and a nickname, so I just have a nickname. I don't know,
That's
Jane
fine.
Doe, Jane Smith, whatever can be my real name, but she's called Fluke because that was on the post-apocalyptic nickname generator, and I really liked it.
Nice.
But it's spelled FLUQUE, Fluke.
Obnoxious.
Yeah, really.
You were the
obnoxious.
Kendra with a QU of the apocalypse.
And she like will tell people like presuming that they know how to
Fluke
to
with
do-
a QU.
and even oh man, I wasn't intending that, but yeah, I'm Kendra with a QU.
Yeah, that is you.
She's kind of has rolled around her whole life. She does odd jobs as needed and will, rob you and steal your stuff with a smile and like she just kind of doesn't care, but she's lovely. and yeah, and she's like she's not like tiny. I guess that she's like 5'5", which is like kind of tall for a girl. Just like real muscular. She's got like short blondish hair. It looks like think like what Miley Cyrus and Pink and them were rocking for a while. I think that's a good look.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Let's see. Anything else you'd like to add there? You pretty
Oh
much covered all bases. Just
yeah. We're gonna figure that out as we go. We're gonna make up some more stuff as we go. It'll be
all
great.
right. Fair enough. So, our friends here have decided that they are going to be a group that kind of works together, and they dub themselves lovingly the Three Assholes. If you haven't picked up on that so far,
It's
So-
just what we had been called for a while, and then we just like
we just decided to
embraced
lean
it.
into it.
Yeah.
They just called us those three assholes,
And then
and
we-
we're like, we made
Yeah.
it our own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just
fair
owned it.
enough.
Yeah.
So the follow-up question to that: how did you all come to meet each other, and are you from the Youngstownish area, or did you just happen to kind of meander there?
I am not from the area. I kind of like rolled in, and like it's kind of convenient for me to hang out with these guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say
And I
that,
feel
I'll say we met out of town somewhere else. I think we sort of roam
Yeah.
around together, but now we're
Okay.
found our way to the Youngstown area.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm originally from here, which is
Oh,
probably
okay.
why we came here to begin.
Oh, that makes sense.
We're up in Trumbull County, scrapyard.
All right.
So it sounds like maybe you all at least met here, and then it just sort of like clicked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met
Alright.
here. Perhaps there's, we all met each other in one of the, bars that's left around here after we, killed a few blokes for beer money.
Sounds about right.
Decided that we liked each other. We should, do some stuff. Went on a little road trip, and we find ourselves back here, a little bit richer.
It's really convenient that Camshot has a van. That was a big
Yeah,
factor.
Camshaft.
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 Camshot
Okay, so
is something else
camshaft-
entirely.
Jesus, Thomas.
All right.
Okay,
I
I'm
like
going to
it.
write these names down. I was going to not do that, but it seems like I have to at this point.
These names are easy. They're great.
So Camshaft, and you were something skinny.
Skinny Joe. Yeah.
Okay. From Hannibal Mo.
What?
It's from it's the song Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mo. The long lost dream, as fast as Listerine. Whatever. You guys aren't cultured.
No.
It's fine.
Sorry, I was focusing on 10 things at once of running this game that I kind of faded out.
It's from Damn Yankees.
Oh, yeah,
Jesus.
damn Yankees.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you now.
Yeah. Shoeless Joe
Yeah.
from Hannibal Mo.
Exactly. I love damn Yankees.
Yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't say I love it. It's good.
I was in Damn Yankees, which is why I know that song.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, either way, aside done with, sounds like we have a good place to start. So I'm going to tell you all what this world is like. Oh yeah, for anyone who's watching that also knows Atomic Highway, I'm keeping track of their car's stats once again for simplicity's sake.
I
So,
believe you.
I don't believe a damn thing you say. I'm gonna
You
fight
seem
it every step of the way.
fair enough. So let's go over what you all know going into this situation. You all wandered into the Youngstown Free State some time ago, and you kind of made it a temporary home right now. Your car is kept. Pretty much all that the Youngstown Free State is mostly Youngstown State University with a couple of surrounding buildings.
So Inner
Bill-
Circle.
Yeah, basically. Inner
Alright,
Circle.
good.
That's where we met.
Yeah.
For
Inner
those who don't
Circle's-
know Youngstown State, Inner Circle is a pizza place just outside of the main campus.
It's so good.
I would say that you would most certainly not have extended even into the downtown area. Couple of outlying buildings. The population is around 250. You keep your car in the garage on the other side of town with a gentleman named AJ who keeps it, make sure that nobody touches it or steals it or anything like that for a moderate fee of whatever you bring out from the wastelands. Could be scrap, could be food, could be whatever. For this instance, you actually started to build a reputation of people who at least know how to acquire things or know how to get the job done. So in this case, you've actually been contacted by a very affluent individual in the Youngstown Free State, only known as the Broker. And the Broker is trying to gain more and more power and influence throughout this area. And you got a message from one of the Broker's associates asking you to come meet them. The Broker is in Kilcawley Hall of Youngstown State University, which is actually the epicenter of the town, with a very makeshift
You know, in the
wall
apocalypse,
built
that
around it.
sounds correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you currently find yourself on the first floor of Kilcawley of what was once the Dunkin' Donuts, that has now been turned into Thirsty Pete's Cantina.
Thirsty Pete's Cantina. All right.
Yep. So, sure enough, you see good old Thirsty Pete behind the Dunkin' Donuts stand. He's kind of tending bar with a couple of vagrants, just out of the wasteland. He is an emaciated-looking man, bald head, couple of tufts of hair sticking out. Looks like he may have gotten burned for a time or so ago. His skin is milky white. He wears what was once white tank top that is now brown, and a pair of brown trousers. The room currently...
See, I was like
Hmm.
literally imagining the mascot, but like apocalyptic. Like the
No, I actually imagine.
the mascot
actually
of this
imagine-
university is a penguin, and like
Right.
And his name is Pete.
the penguin.
Pete's
Right.
a penguin.
I
yeah.
actually imagine the beat up moth-ridden head of the penguin mascot mounted on the wall.
That is there.
Nice.
Take it from Penguin Pete, you have a decapitated Pete the Penguin-like statue
Mhm.
hanging at the top of the bar,
Awesome.
stuck on like a pole.
Now, is this a place we've been before? Like, we've frequented this place before?
Correct. This is kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of the main town thoroughfare. So, like, let's say that you're in Skyrim, this is your inn.
All right.
Okay.
You know, you can rent out, like, one of, like, the rooms in Kilcawley where you can at least just lay your head and sleep and not worry about someone, like, robbing you because it has locks on the door, sort of deal.
Well, Youngstown
But-
really has improved.
Yeah. Cam's just going way up.
So I'm just gonna go right up to the bar and I'm like, Pete, I'll take whatever it is that you have here that passes for booze.
By the way, in this apocalypse, is there like currency or more of a barter system going on?
More of a barter system. There
All
is
right.
kind of a proto-currency, but it's mainly, once again, it's similar to Fallout. Like, the way I see it is like bottle caps, because you might be able to use the tin for something. So they'll basically be willing to take just about anything that you have to offer as long as it has equal value to it.
I place a washer, a wingnut, and a stripped bolt on the bar.
Skinny, Thirsty Pete looks at you with his one good eye, as the other one remains in place, which is sort of off to the side of his head. And he goes, all right. Grabs, like, the nuts and bolts, takes out what smells more like gasoline, and just pours it into your cup.
Ooh, my favorite.
Yeah, he's really getting the good stuff over here.
Yeah, pure
Yeah.
liquor straight from the fucking valve. Can I get y'all anything else today?
Who all is in this bar area?
So you see 4 people in the bar right now, 3 of which are just trying to kind of drink away their sorrows. One of which looks a little bit more well-dressed for this kind of place. You know 3 of them are Wrench, Sparkplug, and Lisa, are 3 just kind of scavengers that work the area, and they're just kind of, you know, staring into their drinks. Sparkplug is over there just kind of like playing solitaire with a deck of 20 cards because he can't get 52.
Do I think that I could talk any of them into buying me a drink instead of me buying a drink?
There is a possibility for that. Who would you like
Okay.
to talk to?
We already know the other scavengers.
Yes, you might not be very familiar with them, like you don't talk with one another, but it's a small enough town that you've at least been like, hey, I know you, maybe you dealt with them once before.
Okay. So I'm going to go up to the group that's sitting together, the other scavengers, and I'm going to sit down with them and be like, hi guys, how's it going?
Wrench looks up, just kind of grunts. Sparkplug, while he's playing solitaire with his one hand, is just like, hey, what's up, and waves at you with his stump. And Lisa is just as perky as ever, and just like, hey, how's it going?
It's going fantastic.
Good.
So what's good here? What do you guys like?
Each one responds differently. Wrench is like, water. Sparkplug responds like, you know, Pete's Swill is some of the best stuff in town, and Lisa's like, I like the pure grain stuff. I mean, you have to do a little bit extra for Thirsty Pete in order for him to give you that, but, you know, I think it's worth it.
Okay. So, I don't have much experience with actually talking people into buying me drinks, so I have to think about it. Okay, so I'm gonna go with like the swill, because I don't. So I'm gonna start going along that line of inquiry. So, okay. How long have you been having it? That sounds pretty good.
So I want you to roll Appeal plus Persuade. So once again, however many numbers you have in Appeal is how many dice you will roll, and Persuade is how much you can add to the roll to get up to 6.
Okay, so sorry, can you repeat that?
Sure.
So I have 2 appeal.
So you're going to roll 2d6.
Okay, roll 2d6 plus my skill, which is persuade, which I don't have.
All right, so for instance, you can't add anything to this, so it's just
Right,
going
so
to
it's
be 2d6.
Okay. So that is 6. 2 3s.
All right, so just 2 3s, no 6s.
Yeah. Yeah, no
in,
6s.
in this game, what you're looking for is natural 6s equals success. Everything else is failure. And then you take your skill and you add those numbers to the rolls to make it a 6. So, for instance, let's say that you had 3 in persuade. You rolled 2 3s. I'm gonna add 3 to one of those dice to make it a 6. Does that make sense?
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah,
So
that
in
makes
this
sense.
case, you don't succeed. So
I don't get shit.
Sparkplug is still like looking like you kind of listen to it and he's like, man, I want to go back to my solitaire. I really wish I had a 3 of hearts right now or else I can't win. As he
Do
just
I?
but he's starting to not pay attention to you again.
Do I have any like playing cards or anything? Have I come across that and I just like have one?
Let's see here. How about you roll me let's see here. How about understanding plus survive? And let's just see what happens.
Okay.
Or no, hold on. Roll understanding plus scavenge. See if you scavenge something.
Okay, I have something that says scavenger. Is that the same thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. So I have a 6 that I rolled. So I roll another one, correct?
Correct.
And that's a 4. So I have one success, and then I have a 3, and I have an additional 3 in scavenge that I can add to that. So that's 2 successes.
All right. So you do actually. You were able to find an entire bicycle deck whenever you're going through the remnants of a giant eagle.
Ooh, I don't want to give him all of that. So he said that he needed something of hearts.
A 3 of hearts. Yeah.
He needed 3 of hearts. I'm gonna slip out a 3 of hearts and kind of show it to him and be like, maybe we can come to an understanding. You seem to need this. I seem to need a drink.
He looks it over, and he kind of tries to rub his chin with his stump. Like, yeah. But eventually he's like, he takes the 3 of hearts, and he tells Thirsty Pete, he's like, hey, make me a drink for my best friend over here. And Thirsty Pete literally takes a tankard and throws it at you.
Got it. Good night. And I'm like, thank you very much. And I'm sure that this friendship will be mutually beneficial in the future as well. And then I go back to my friends.
All right.
What did you get me to drink?
So,
did you say that to me?
Yeah, as you approach.
You didn't tell me what. I thought you got something.
It's gone now.
Get your own goddamn drink, Camstaff.
Yeah. Stop mooching off of the hard work of others.
Pete, another one.
I kind of wave over it too.
Trade.
What was that?
He looks at you and goes, well, you got to trade.
Can I open a tab?
No.
I rustle through my bag and I pull out I'll pull out another like assortment of like nuts and bolts.
Puts it on, he's like, meh, scoops it into his thing, pours you another glass and says, hope this one doesn't make you blind.
Jesus.
And walks to the back.
I'll play
That's
those
how
odds.
you know it's a good one.
I'll play those odds, and I take a big long drink out of it.
It tastes like pure gasoline.
Mm-hmm.
So, Skinny
You're probably
Joe, is
into
there
that.
anything that you're up to over there?
I'm hanging out with these guys. I'm not drinking anything right now.
All right. So,
As we're drinking our questionable drinks, I say to Skinny Joe, I wouldn't trust the water here. Doesn't seem like quite right. Just a tip.
That's why I don't bother with it.
Yeah, I don't bother with water either.
I go,
It's no good for you.
hasn't killed me yet.
Yeah, they say water gives you cancer.
they say, you notice that if you are drinking water, that it is murky and white.
I'll give you the
Like-
shits.
I
we know
raised
what
my,
happened last time one of us
Glass
got
of
the
water and, down the rest of it. And I say, listen, this here is going to fuck me up worse than what you have, I tell you that.
You notice that it has a metallic and chalky taste to it.
shit. Oof.
I lick my lips.
That's how you stay so skinny. You can't stay more than 10 feet away from a bathroom because you drink that crap.
So as you were talking, the relatively well-dressed woman approaches you. She is wearing a business suit. Of course, it's been ripped and torn to shreds. Like, it's the remnants of a business suit, really. It's dirty, covered in oil. There's very bits and pieces missing. Like, there's only, like, half a skirt. Like, most of the sleeves are gone. She approaches you and says, "The three assholes, I presume?"
That is.
Hey, who you? Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Good.
That's us.
I was hoping it wasn't that trio over there, pointing to Wrench, Sparkplug, and Lisa.
They are also
Nah.
three assholes, but we are the
We are the
official.
three
We are
assholes.
the
Yeah.
three assholes.
We're like the Ohio
Important
State.
distinction. Yeah.
Well, hello.
We're working on getting T-shirts made.
Are
If
we?
you can make
I
a
look
t-shirt.
down at my, battered, dirty vest.
I've just decided this right now.
I think it would be good for our branding.
Do they even make
Looks
t-shirts anymore?
Yeah, Olivia looks
We
at you
could,
questionably.
all the more reason that we should be making t-shirts.
Right, we'll be the first.
I guess we'll stick out.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you knew how to make such archaic art, then you would be a wealthy, wealthy person.
My thoughts exactly.
Which is why it's a brilliant idea.
I take a long draw from my drink, leaving like a foamy mustache of gasoline-like liquid.
You notice that part of like the hair on your chin is starting to singe.
Damn.
I react to it no way whatsoever.
Well, hello, my name is Olivia, and I am the what's the word I'm looking for here? I am the secretary of the broker.
Okay.
Okay.
You look very professional, ma'am.
Thank you, I try to. I do believe that the broker is sufficiently impressed and will see you now.
Impressed.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
We were enjoying a nice drink here.
So maybe you can buy us more drinks, and then we'll go with you.
I want you to once again roll that appeal plus persuade.
Okay. Oh, shoot.
Let's see what you get.
Okay, I got 2 2s, and my persuade is only 2. I think if you asked me for persuade before, I think I said I didn't have it.
You did.
Whoops.
Yeah,
So-
I would have made a difference. I wouldn't have gotten up to 6 then, and I don't get up to 6 now. But
She
I
looks at you
kind
and
of
says,
like wink at her, just to give that extra something. Like,
Miss, you will have plenty of drink as long as you complete your task. If you will please come with me.
can we get that in writing first?
She raises her eyebrow and is like, I don't know how to read or write.
Who does really? I don't.
No, if we do get a contract written up, my name is spelled with not a K, but a QU, and this
there we
count
go
as a
again.
verbal contract, and I want it to be clear in the verbal contract too, that it is FLUQUE.
It's a verbal
Not-
contract. It
okay.
doesn't matter.
That's part of the verbal contract, that they can't say it's another fluke. It is
There
me.
aren't any other flukes. Where are there other flukes?
We don't know. We don't know what will
I finish my drink, belch loudly, interrupting their conversation, and stand up. Well, I think maybe we should just go with her.
If we find another fluke, we'll just kill her. It's not hard.
Miss, I may not know how to spell, but I know how pretentious you're being right now.
That's where I go,
But see,
listen.
if I found a fluke with a K, we could like be a team, and it would be really cool.
The two flukes.
Listen, ma'am, you're the one wearing whatever this is right now.
Very
Okay?
professional. I very much like it. Will we get some when we complete
And
this?
you're calling her pretentious?
Yeah.
She got there.
I don't know. I have a question, and I raise my hand.
Yes.
What is pretentious mean?
Would you like this job or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Very much yes.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
Please come with me.
Okay.
All
She's
right.
like grinding her teeth.
Eh.
Has to be professional, but is like, for the love of God, these people.
I sort of slouch along.
I mean, we're called the Three Assholes. What did you expect?
Gotta stay on brand.
Mm-hmm.
We should get a
Branding is
t-shirt.
very-
Dandelion.
I'll be back in half a second.
All right. So, either way, as let's see, it's Skinny Joe, right?
Yes.
Yeah. As Skinny Joe kind of meanders off on his own, in his own little world, following behind lazily,
He's shitting from the water.
you
Just
all
instant diarrhea.
walk up to the second floor of Kilcalli.
Okay.
As well, there's just a brown streak being left.
Yeah.
Um,
You're shitting yourself, Skinny Joe. We decided that water
Fuck.
is no good.
I go,
it's
damn.
okay.
Should have packed the Depends today, I guess.
It's not the worst thing that's
No,
ever
I
happened.
thought we agreed we were going to save that only for emergencies.
Yeah, you're right.
Apparently, it's
That
an
was a very important
emergency.
part of our last
Nah.
salvage.
So,
There's a reason
Either
Skinny
way.
Joe's so skinny. This is a common occurrence. He has a
it's
Just on
because
the
you have
cleanse.
dysentery.
he has a shits himself disease. There's a few of them out
Just
there.
keeps drinking the water. We're like, what are you doing?
It's not the water. He's just like that. He just
We
accepts
think
his
it's the
fate.
water,
Yeah.
which is why we drink no water ever,
So,
because it's gross.
you all are led through the halls of Kilcalli, up the stairs, and you see a scattering of various people, cutthroats and vagrants alike, just sleeping off whatever sorrows that they have. You are led into the bowels, into what was once the bookstore, and has now been made into a makeshift throne room. Sitting at the far end of the room is the broker. And the broker is a very muscular and what's the word I'm looking for here? A very muscular and like stout woman. She is wearing a bathrobe that has been like loosely tied, as like she's just kind of letting it all pour out. With a set of concubines hanging around her throne.
She's letting it all hang out.
Yep.
What is all? Like,
Yeah, that's my question.
I feel like we need more
Is the
flavor.
bathrobe open?
Yes. The front of her robe is like slightly open, so like maybe there's like a flap covering the bottom, but the rest of her is just like letting it all hang out pretty much. She has tattoos all over her body, most of which look to either have been infected or are currently infected.
I'm so into it. I love her already.
She has like a buzz cut and a number of different piercings. As she stares kind of was authoritarian-like at you. Like, she has this steely gaze of someone who not only lusts for power, but enjoys being in power. She loves lording over people.
Okay.
She's like, oh, yes, come in. The three assholes, I take it.
Yep, that's us.
That is us.
Absolutely.
Welcome to...
I bow very deeply.
Are
She
you
kind
okay?
of, like, waves a hand.
Say to you as you like double over.
She waves a hand, showing off various, very large, like, nuts and bolts that she's wearing as rings on her finger. She stands up and just her robe just flies open as she, like, walks over to you. I was like, no, please. Bowing will not be necessary.
Oh, okay.
I awkwardly look
No bowing.
anywhere but like at her body, like
I just casually go up and say, "Pleasure to meet you, ma'am."
And she shakes your hand very respectfully. Like, She just kind of walks past the other, you all, like, grabs, like, a bottle of amber liquid and just pours it into, like, a pint glass and just starts drinking it.
So I kind of, like, follow after her. So I'm like, so handshakes are okay? Are they not? Are they, like, bowing? Are they not okay? Should we high five?
She raises an eyebrow at you and then also extends her hand.
Oh, okay. And I, like, fist bump her.
He looks at you slightly perplexed, but is like, okay.
and then I extend my hand, like, and after seeing this, with like a goofy grin on my face. Her palm is visibly black from grease once I let go.
Gross.
She just takes it and just, like, wipes soot on her face.
Wow, I love her.
So, either way, pleasantries aside, I'm sure that you all know who I am.
Yeah, we've heard of you.
The broker,
Now,
right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And Skinny Pete, Camshaft, and Fluke.
Skinny
spelled with
Joe,
a-
because Skinny Pete's a character from Breaking Bad. Apparently. I did not know that until I originally was going to do Skinny Pete, and I Googled it. It was a Breaking Bad character. I'm like, I guess I'm Skinny Joe.
So she looks and is like, yes, Skinny Joe, forgive me. I was thinking of Thirsty Pete. You both look so much alike.
It's true.
Yeah.
Everyone says it.
And Fluke spelled with a Q-U, I take it.
Yes, that's very important.
It's very important.
It's very
Of
important.
course.
I don't know why, but yes.
So, let's get down to business. I am a woman who does not like to beat around the bush, so to speak.
Huh.
I like slap him. I'm like, stop it.
She says, I have a job for you all to complete, and if you complete it successfully, you will be paid handsomely. So,
But not
As
as
you-
handsome as you.
yes.
Wow.
She says, yes, I know.
I kind of turn to Fluke and just kind of give her a look like, damn.
I kind of nod like, yep.
So, what I need you to do is, I'm sure you all are aware of the Kingdom of Gerard next to the Youngstown Free State.
I've heard of it.
Yes, the King of Gerard has held up in a giant eagle across town on what was once Belmont Avenue.
What a dick.
He's currently holding something very valuable, and I would like you to steal it for me.
Okay.
Sounds like something I can handle. So what's this thing?
Yes.
What is it?
It is a collection of books from the time that was, pristinely kept, actually, and not a scratch on them, mint condition. I would like you to take them and bring them to me.
And what are these things?
It's like
See,
paper
I
they
do
put
believe-
letters on.
I beg your pardon?
It's like paper
Skinny
they
Joe?
put letters on.
Correct. It was what was once called the Harry Potter franchise of 7 books. I would like you to retrieve them for me.
How many is that?
7. 7 pristinely.
It's one more than 2.
Can we get like a visual representation so that we know we have all
Yes.
of them?
She was like
I hold
1,
up forfeit.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
7 books altogether. They are kept in a display case in the back of his kingdom. They are a symbol of his literacy and power he holds over his constituents.
Wait. So a story spanned 7 books?
Yes, an
How did
entire
anybody finish it before they died?
They were quite powerful wizards.
Apparently.
Makes sense.
I will conquer these 7 books.
Please,
Maybe if you stab them, they'll die.
I would prefer it if you did not. I would prefer you to brought them back to me in the mint condition. Your reward will be great.
So
Yes, you
camshaft
do.
can't touch them.
Yeah.
Looks
They'll
over
get
and is
them
like,
dirty. You don't want them dirty.
probably best that you do.
Wash your hands sometime.
No.
We've
Would
been
you-
telling you this for so long. Just bathe.
Water gives you
And
cancer.
I don't think you've done it. That's true. Maybe just wash in beer or something.
Maybe. That's a good compromise. I might try that.
Yeah.
Waste of good
She-
beer.
You can drink it after. It'll be fine.
There we go.
The
Two birds
broker
with one
looks at
stone. I like the way
Camshaft.
you're thinking.
Mhm.
The broker looks at Camshaft perplexed and says, "You do not understand what a book is, but you do know what cancer is."
Look, I pick up things.
Fair enough.
We have such weird levels of knowledge.
Which is fair. This is the far post-apocalypse.
Yeah.
Some things might have held more
Yeah.
value than others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way,
I know
if you-
some letters, and some of them are
And,
cute.
and to be fair, I know what a book is. I just wasn't paying attention to the conversation.
Fair enough.
Although I still don't believe that a single story can span 7 of them. That's just ridiculous.
Maybe
still-
they're all just one little one, and they were just trying to get more gold, or perhaps bread. So they just split it up like assholes.
Yeah.
You all still know what the number 7 is.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
you
it's
said
one more than
this.
3.
She snaps her fingers, and like 7 of her concubines stand up and line up in a row. She points to the 7 of them and says, "This is the number 7.
1, 2,
7
3,
people?
4, 5, 6, 7.
7 concubines."
Okay, so I take some of the grease off of camshaft, and I go on my arm, and I look at them, and I do one tick mark for every concubine on my arm.
Good. Either way, your reward. And she leads you into this back room, turns on the light, and reveals a giant cask, like container, a liquor box of 12 bottles of various liquors filled to the brim from Earth That Was, including like scotch, like there's a Macallan bottle, there's some Jack Daniels, there's a tequila, like there's some tequila in there. It's El Toro, but you know what? It's better than what Pete has.
It's like a heavenly
Question.
question. Oh.
Question.
Yes.
Do any of those taste like gasoline?
She pulls out like a bottle that says Kamchatka on it.
Oh, God.
The largest
But
of all the bottles, and pours you a drink and hands it to you in like a little Dixie cup.
We're doing this. We're doing this deal. We need to. I turn to everybody else.
She also
wait,
like
wait. Why does he get to sample it?
Because I'm special.
she pours you a shot of tequila and hands it to you once again in a Dixie cup.
But I wanted to try that one too.
Now, Camp Chef, only one apiece.
I glare at him, and I take some tequila. I'm like, softer than I'm used to, but it tastes cleaner somehow. I didn't know that was something that a drink could taste like. I'm in.
Yes. Would you like one, Skinny Joe?
Say, no, I don't want to drink up my share of the stash. I'm going to sell mine. Do you know how many old world postage stamps this could buy?
Enough to fill an entire room.
You got it.
She actually pulls out another bottle next to the liquor bottles that says, like, Dasani water on it.
Ooh,
And
that's
pours
the
you a
worst
drink.
kind of water too.
She pours a little bit of that out.
Yeah, and hands it to you. Try that if you're a water fan.
She's got the Fiji and the Perrier stored in the back.
Yeah. You go. I like spit it out. I'm like, where's the flavor?
Not good enough for you, eh?
There's no
Pulls out-
flavor. There's no flavor. There's no texture. What is this?
Pulls out a bottle of
Where's
Crystal
the
Pepsi.
bits?
She pulls out a bottle of what?
Crystal Pepsi. That's turned yellow.
I kind of look at it and I go, what is this?
Why don't you try it and let's see if you enjoy that. Skinny
Okay.
Joe.
I accept it and sip. I go, ooh, that's got something to it. A little bit of flavor. A little bit of odor. Yeah, that's not half bad.
Good. And also, I will outfit you with a brand new car.
Wait,
But
To go along with
we
your
like-
other car.
Oh, good.
what kind of car?
I thought we were
What
going to have
kind
to
of
get rid
car?
of the taints.
What kind of car?
I like it. It has character.
She points outside and you see a gigantic semi-truck that's been, like, tricked out with a gigantic tanker on the end.
Do we put the bucks in there?
And camshaft has, has broke.
Yeah. Somewhere between orgasm and apotheosis. That's where camshaft is right now.
Now,
I
please.
thought I was good enough for just the booze.
No, these books are of very high value to me, and I am willing to give one of my best war rigs and this crate of liquor for it.
Guys.
So we get to keep that?
Yes.
Yeah.
For those 7 books.
I immediately like regain my composure and I'm like, I believe I need to confer with my compatriots here. And I
We
turn to
did-
you guys. I'm like, huddle, huddle.
We get into a literal huddle though. Like
Yeah,
the
like an
arms
actual
around
huddle.
each other.
I'm
Yeah.
like, all
She
right.
waves her hands.
So what we should do is we should
So we're fucking doing this, right?
Yes, we're doing this.
we should make books and just live like kings.
No. Did you see that war rig?
I know we should get these books, but then after that we should just make books.
Right.
This is the most
have 2 more.
profitable. It's the most profitable profession apparently that there is in existence. Is
I think-
just making
I think
books.
the value
and
is
we
not.
take one story. If we take one story and split it up into 100, then our children's children will be just rich forever.
Right, or if people value these old series from the past, maybe we can find other ones. I'm pretty sure I saw a series of books called Twilight or something. Maybe. I don't know. We'll put a pin in it.
We can just take books and put numbers on them and tell them that they're all part of a series.
Oh, you're a genius.
Most people can't read. They won't know.
So, all right. So we're doing this, right? Like that.
Yes,
That's
yes.
the point of this huddle.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing it.
So yeah, we break the huddle. I think you have, speaking as the leader of this group, I agree to the terms of this deal.
But we
And-
require a contract.
She
What?
pulls out, like, a piece of, like, notebook paper from, like, a Youngstown State notebook
Vintage.
It's a blue book. That's what I'm.
Yeah, a blue
and
book.
just starts writing on it. It hands you the piece of paper and says, "If you would please sign at the bottom."
I look at it, pretending to know how to read, and I go, and I recognize some of the letters, and I say, "This looks satisfactory," and I write my name. Some of the letters are like backwards, like the Q is a G. You know, I don't know. I'm bullshitting.
Camshaft draws a dick for his signature, which is actually his signature. That's like what that's what he does.
I take it and
Classy.
I just sign my name, Skinny Joe.
Can you read?
A little.
Okay.
She hands you the contract, and basically, like, Skinny Joe, you look at it, and all it says is, like, car and liquor for books from Kingdom of Gerard.
Okay, so it is a real
Sounds very
contract.
tight.
All right.
And then signs her name as well, and hands you the piece of paper. The deal is made.
The deal is made.
The deal is made.
All right. Best of luck to you, then. Now go on, bring me my books.
And then we go, and I will be right back in real life. But Fluke is there talking about something or other.
Skinny Joe. So, if I understand the situation, I was only half paying attention, so correct me if I'm wrong. We are to get a number of books.
7.
Yes, that's the one. From the King of Gerard.
Mm-hmm.
From the interior of a giant bird.
I believe it's like a building that was once named after a bird.
Oh, that completely changes the visual I have in my head. It also makes things a lot easier.
I would say.
So, I think we take the warped wagon and we just ram it through the front, grab the books, pile them back into the warped wagon, and we leave. What could go wrong?
I think that's a good plan, except for one part, which is that as you do that, I'll be sneaking in the back to actually grab the book.
Doesn't it seem a little redundant to you, though? I mean, if the first plan would succeed, I don't see why we would need any extra, you know. I mean, if you want to do that, I'll gladly leave without you.
Well, I can ride with you there, because I don't care to walk. And then you just drop me off behind, pull around, and then, you know, after a few minutes, you burst in the front, cause a big distraction. I sneak in the back, steal the books. Bing, bang, boom, we're done.
What am I agree, but repeat that.
Simba, come here. We'll get more viewers if you come here to be on the
Simba!
camera.
I love Simba.
Ah, damn it, he ran.
Aw.
Bye, Simba. Okay, Fluke. So, what we're talking about is you and Camshaft bust in the front, make a bunch of noise, shoot a bunch of people, whatever.
I'm good at that.
Then I sneak in the back, steal the books, and then we get the hell out of there.
And also, we take some stuff along the way.
Sure, whatever I can find.
I mean, it sounds like as good of a plan as any.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
who knows
sorry.
exactly where this place is? Because I was envisioning a giant bird, and apparently it's a building.
You all are welcome to roll on this if you would like.
Oh,
I was gonna say we
yeah.
go back
So-
to Kilgully Center.
Yeah.
Like, so where are we going?
So what do we
If
roll
you
on
all
this,
would-
Tanner?
So here's the thing. If you do not get any successes on this, you will have to ask around and figure out where Gerard is. If you get successes on this, then it'll be done and over with. But you're going to need to roll understanding plus lore.
I'm not good at that at all.
Understanding 3, lore 2. I'm rolling 5.
Oh shoot! Wait, is that me or is that you?
I am orange.
Okay.
I see at least one success for Nick.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
who
So
rolled
mine is
2
the.
ones?
I
rolled
did have
two ones. Yeah.
one more d6.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you're gonna roll
Right.
at least one more d6 before you add your lore to it.
Oh wait, you don't add lore automatically?
You can,
'Cause
but since you rolled a six,
I rolled-
you
I-
rolled a
I rolled
natural
lore.
6.
Yes, I rolled lore plus like maybe I did this wrong. I rolled because I have an understanding of 3, so I rolled 3d6s, and then I have a lore of 2, so I rolled 5 total. Is that
So
right?
nah.
No,
What
that's
you
not how it
do
works.
is you
Let's try this.
roll 3d6.
Your
Okay.
attributes are dice, and your skills are what you add to
Or your
those dice to
modifiers
get it
to
up
add
to
to the roll.
6. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Natural, yeah, natural
So
sixes.
I'm just gonna re-roll altogether then.
All
since I
right.
rolled too many to begin with. So I have an understanding of 3, so I'm rolling 3d6s.
Mhm.
Yeah. So then you
So,
can use your
I have 2
skills
5s
to
and a
get.
4. And then I have 3 a
2 lore.
Yes.
Simba,
Lore
get
of
the fuck
2.
down.
Yeah, so those are all 3 successes.
3
Yeah.
successes. So I have a total of 5 successes.
All right.
Wait, how'd you get to 5
You-
successes?
Because I have a modifier of 2, right?
No,
So
no, no,
you
no,
add-
no,
you add
Nick.
2 to the dice that you roll to
Nick.
get to
Yeah.
6.
So
So
the
essentially
2
you roll-
means that a 4 is a success. If you had a 3, like a 3 would be a success. You don't add it
Gotcha,
at the
gotcha,
end,
gotcha.
you just add it to each die you roll.
Yeah,
Got it.
so like for
So yeah,
instance,
so
with,
I got 3 successes then.
yes. Okay.
Sounds
Nick-
good. Yeah, that's different than
Oh, wait.
the dice bowl system I've used before. So okay.
Hold on. It's not to each dice. It's only to. You would take.
To 1.
You
Oh,
can
it's only to
split it up any
1.
way you want. So, for instance, you have 2 that you can
is
divvy up.
interesting. I missed that
2
part.
points that you can divvy up with your 3 dice.
So you can put the
Gotcha.
2 on the 2 5s to make
Gotcha.
them 6 to get 2
2
successes
successes.
total.
That's
All
right.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got it.
Okay.
We got there.
My
Yeah,
bad.
We got there.
I thought I got it. I was wrong.
So Fiona, you rolled 2 1s there, right?
I did.
That's because you rolled 2d2.
Oh shit.
You might want to do that
Okay.
again.
Numbers are hard. Okay, that's different. I don't think I got it though. So it was.
No.
What was the skill?
The skill is lore.
Yeah, I still didn't get it.
And Tom, did you
That's
try to?
better.
I have not
like-
rolled yet. I was waiting for
Right.
these guys to finish it.
Have at it, Tom.
So I have understanding 3 and lore 1. All right.
To our viewers out there, we don't have to pretend to be dumb. We just apparently are. We just really don't know how anything works.
Hey,
I have
there
an
you go.
intelligence
that's
of 6. I
good.
know what I'm doing.
All
Yeah.
right. So I have a lore of 1, so I can get 1 success.
All right, so we have 0 successes, 1 success, and 2 success. So I'm going to go up in tiers then. Starting with Fluke. Fluke, you've never been to
Yeah.
the north side of the Youngstown area. You tended to scavenge in areas like Niles or Canfield. So you never ended up in Girard.
All right.
You're not really sure which way to go. Skinny Joe, you ended up there once, just kind of on happenstance and scavenging in the wastelands, and suddenly you ended up near a former giant eagle in Girard that was just ornate and like lavished, and like you eventually got pulled in front of the king and be like, "This is the kingdom of Girard. How dare you enter my lands?" And eventually you talked your way out of it. It was no big deal.
Don't
so
like that guy, though.
Nah,
That's why
he's
I'm-
kinda- you-
That's why I'm game to steal from him, because he's such a dick.
Yeah.
Camshaft. Hold on a second. Sorry. Okay, Maui. Good girl. So I have 3 cats, and I have to like dictate them not to do certain things.
Literally wrangling cats.
I am. I love my babies, but they drive me nuts sometimes.
They're so
That's
cute,
pretty fair.
though.
Camshaft with 2 successes. You've been to Gerard actually several times. You bartered with a couple of people there for various items. In fact, you were able to get some of like the new enhancements to your roll cage from a gentleman named Ryder that sells like used car parts near that area.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Gerard. I know where that's at. Yeah, no, I can take us right there. I wonder if Ryder's still doing business there. You know, he probably has some pretty gnarly upgrades we can make to that war rig once we have it.
Yeah. Well, we have it now.
No,
No,
not
we
yet.
get the war rig
No.
after the deal, right?
Oh, that's disappointing.
We're in the warped wagon.
Yeah, the taint.
All right.
It's not called the Taint.
It's called
I
the
call
It's okay, baby. You're not called the Taint. You're not.
I call shotgun, and then get in the front seat.
There is a literal shotgun, like,
Yeah,
on
taint.
I literally have a shotgun.
I roll my eyes and get in the back.
So you hop into the back. Well, actually, first, in order for you to get there, your car was with a good friend of yours named AJ, who keeps all vehicles in the outskirts of town for a minor fee.
Mm.
So you walk to the other end of town, and AJ's standing there. He has like hair that goes all the way down to his knees, as well as a beard that almost
Whoa.
matches it.
I love him.
Damn.
He kind of looks like, Cousin It from the Addams Family. And as you walk over, and he just runs over with his greasy, just floppy hair flinging in the wind. He's like, guys! And just grabs onto Camshaft. And
Yes,
you could feel
AJ.
his sweaty, greasy hair slap your back.
Oh,
With just a,
Yeah. AJ, we're just, yeah. Put me down, please.
it's
We
been
need the
too
tank.
long.
It's been like, what,
A
a
day?
day?
day, yeah.
It's been 2 days, and slaps your
Oh.
arm, and you get more grease onto your shoulder.
Yes.
Now he knows what it's like.
We're just here to pick up the warped
The
wagon.
taint.
The
The
taint.
taint. The taint.
Ah, yes.
Called the Taint.
It's called the taint.
It's the
Please
taint.
put that on all your records that it is called the taint.
All right. In order for me to unlock it, I need 2 days worth of fees.
2 days.
Oh, okay, hey, Jay, you know me. It's Camshaft. You know I'm good for it. Like, if you just trust me. The deal we got going now, if you let us get the warped wagon back
The taint.
now, without
The taint.
any, trust me, it'll pay off to you tenfold.
You can
I
tell
don't know what the number
everyone
10 means, but
It
tenfold.
means a lot. It means
Appeal plus persuade.
Okay.
So
So
roll your
appeal
heal
is
dice.
2.
Yeah.
Oops, shit.
So roll 2 dice.
Uh, 2d6. And my
Ooh.
persuade is 1.
So you already have
So
2.
that's 2 successes.
Ooh, nice.
Reroll
Nice.
that 6.
Oh, nice.
And
So just 2.
how much was your persuade again? 1?
1.
Okay, so it doesn't get up to 6 again. So either way, 2 successes, and he's like,
Mhm.
well, what do you have right now, Camshaft? What's this this new job you got working here?
Well, I can't say that I'm totally at liberty to say, but
All right, I'll let you out this time.
You're
But you
the
better
best,
bring
AJ.
something good.
I will. Trust me. You can trust me.
There's a contract and everything. It's written real nice.
It's like, all right, and just slaps Camshaft on the back. You know I love you.
I know.
Good. Okay.
All right. Put your dicks away. Let's go.
He unlocks the either, what was it, the Warped Wagon or the Taint.
It's
The
the
Taint.
taint.
I was getting
Just
there.
call it the taint.
Definitely the taint.
I was getting there. It goes by many names.
It does not. It goes by the taint.
So, either way, you hop into the Taint or the Warped Wagon
Just the taint.
and drive off
Hop on in.
towards Girard. Which way would you all like to go? Would you like to go down Belmont Avenue, or would you all like to kind of drive the long way around?
Well, Wick Avenue is probably still closed.
It's been under construction since before the apocalypse.
Yeah.
The same construction workers are still working on
Yeah.
it too.
There are
Yeah.
zombies
They haven't
now. They're just stuck in a loop.
I
It's
feel like we
real
need to get
bad.
out of this rut.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you think about it, YSU though's already been improved. Like it's a wet campus.
Yeah. Yeah.
The rooms are better, presumably.
Mhm. There's concubines.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
ladies in bathrobes who let it all hang out.
Yeah.
Like it's great.
I think YSU has that actually.
Yeah.
why she's actually gone up in the world. Like I
Yeah.
said, the apocalypse
Yeah.
is the greatest thing that ever happened to Youngstown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an actual economy. People have jobs.
No. Salvage is still bought and sold with Pete's points.
It's become the standard form of currency.
Uh,
Robust points economy.
It's just all the cards now just written on it, thirsty Pete's points.
mm. Nice.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I don't know. Do we want to just like go right up Belmont Avenue?
Yeah, that sounds fine to
You're
me.
the one who knows where to go, so I think it's your choice.
Look, the Warped Wagon is well armored.
Neat.
Yeah.
Should it be attacked?
Okay.
All
That's
right.
the fastest route.
As we're in the
That's
car on the
actually
way,
The
I
only
say
real way I know how to get there.
Okay.
there.
I
As-
believe you.
On the way
I
there, I
believe
say,
you.
you know what? Maybe we should like go in and pretend to have like actual business there, so we can scope the place out first.
That sounds complicated, and I'm probably gonna forget it.
So
We could all hide, maybe, and do what you do when you hide, which I know you all know.
I'm not following.
I don't know. I've heard people do that, but I just don't get it, frankly.
hiding,
Yeah,
you just get behind something.
but then I don't understand
Wait,
how.
but then at
how
what point
everyone
do you go see?
dies.
I'm confused.
I'm sorry.
How do you see? How do you aim your guns?
You don't aim the guns when you're hiding. You just hide.
Then I don't understand how you hide and do things.
Well, you hide, and then they go away, and then you take their things, and then you leave.
But isn't hiding followed by going and seeking?
That's only the game played by the ancients. Lost to the mist of time.
Huh. So there was a plan.
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
think we
Oh,
were.
I
just
thought,
gonna
what
back
happened? What
in.
happened to just like driving into the front of the building?
If we could
like
understand
that
the
one.
layout
We're
a
gonna
little bit
get in
better.
the car anyway. We can destroy the taint and then just go on.
Look, how much does the layout really matter if the walls just come down?
Yeah, we can create new layout to fit our needs,
That
and then we can take the stuff they have hidden in their walls.
You know
Even
what?
better.
That will surprise them.
genius.
Yeah.
We will have no idea what's going on, nor will they. And I think
Yes.
we are the better improvisers.
Yes.
I agree.
All right.
How can they predict our movements if we can't even?
Yeah.
So now that this is all done, can you all give me the final?
I think we just established that we can't.
Yeah. It's like we have this like vague plan that we're gonna drive into something and go from there.
Yeah. I have the vague idea in my head that they should
Hoping
drop
we're
me
gonna
off
drive into
behind
the right
first.
place.
Although actually now I'm beginning to think that I can just hitch a ride in and then hide when the fight starts and sneak off.
All right, so you're heading down Belmont Avenue first,
Mhm.
right?
Yes. Yeah, we're heading down Belmont.
Okay. So you drive down Belmont Avenue, and you get past Main Moon, and you're getting past like the fireworks area. I'm assuming who's driving?
Camshaft.
Camshaft.
Camshaft. All right, Camshaft.
Camshot.
And who is kind of keeping eye?
I think that was me because I was riding shotgun.
Yeah.
All right. I need you to roll a senses plus notice.
Okay. So,
As you're driving through the desolate wastelands of Youngstown.
oh shit. No successes.
All right.
I'm so bad at everything.
Man,
Jack of all trades, master of none.
So you don't see it. Let's see.
Just got. I like fiddle. Like if there is like the whatever the equivalent of radio is, which it might just be me like singing. That's what I'm doing. I'm fiddling with the radio.
I like to imagine there's like some like weird DJ like sort of banging into a microphone and sending it out over the radio waves.
Pretty much.
Distress calls,
Yeah.
Oh, I love this one.
It's it's the Fallout sort of guy who comes on and
Yeah.
starts playing random songs from the 40s.
Ah, classical.
Class.
So Skinny Joe, what are you doing right now? Would you? I'll let you make a roll. Let's see if you see what's
All
about
right.
to happen. Senses plus notice.
Senses plus notice. I'm okay at this. Hold on.
That's good.
Okay, and I have 2 notice, so I can take that to 1 success.
Yep. So, as Camshaft has his entire attention focused on the road, because this is kind of a minimalist, this is like a maximum job. Like you have to focus if you're driving. Skinny Joe, you're looking out the roll cage, and you happen to see what looks like a small child kind of hopping from rooftop to rooftop. And you quickly notice that there are more children, and they start to what looks like light bottles and start chucking them at your car.
That's bad.
So with that, I'm going to need Camshaft to make a nimbleness plus drive check, and I'm going to give you an extra 1 because of his success.
An extra 1.
I'm giving you an extra die.
An extra die. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's going to be 4d6 because my nimbleness is a 3.
Nice. That's good.
That's not bad. I got 2 5s. I saw the 2 2s first, and I got worried. So then my plus drive.
Yes.
My drive is a 1, so that means I only have 1 success then.
You should have
That's a
2 in
6.
drive. That was how I was supposed to make your character.
Oh, then I have a 2 in drive, which means I have 2 successes.
That was a mishap on the character creation. Sorry. All right, so 2 successes. So you see these kids, and instantly, Skinny Joe is like, "Dude, we got company." And these children start throwing Molotovs onto your car, and you're just swerving as none of the Molotovs are hitting the car.
Yeah, no, I reached down to the handbrake, and I'm just skidding, just just kind of serpentine to around the, just hold the handbrake and stop so Molotov explodes in front of us, and then drive through it.
Beautiful.
Can I shoot at the kids?
Yes, you can. I was about to say you are welcome to shoot back at these kids.
Yeah. All right. What do I do for that?
So what are you using?
They're trying to destroy the warped wagon. Kill them!
The taint. Well, what I said I had was a shotgun, but what I actually have written on my character sheet is a 9mm handgun with a full clip.
Nimbleness plus shoot.
Okay. Nimbleness, okay.
I just realized I have a crossbow. I'm basically Daryl Dixon. I mean, if Junkrat was Daryl Dixon. That's my character.
You need a grenade launcher.
Plus shoot. Shoot! Nothing!
Oh,
God,
no.
I'm so terrible.
You squeeze off 2 shots.
Drive more steady, Jesus.
Those
I don't
shots
know
go
how to
wide.
do that.
Would anybody else like to do anything before the second volley comes?
Well, I've only got a knife, so
Hmm.
not really.
Bro,
So
you're nice.
are they like tossing? Are they like on either side of us, or are they on like one side or the other?
They're on a variety of buildings as you're driving down. Like, you drive past a couple, and they're like, all right, we're done with our part of this job. And then it's like the next one's starting to throw.
So if I can see where the next volley is going to come from, I'd like to try and like drift into like a 90-degree turn down an alley to like go on down a side road that they're not like set up on.
All right, I'm going to have you roll nimbleness plus drive, because you see them very clearly. They're not hidden very well. They're on
Okay.
top of 2-story buildings with.
So my nimbleness
bottles.
is a 3, so that's going to be 3d6. And then my drive is a 2. So I got 5 and 2 4s. That's only 1 success, correct?
Correct. But you do manage to do it, though. You swerve, like you connect with a pillar, so you get a little bit of damage on the car.
That's okay. She's designed to take damage.
Exactly. So you just kind of crash into a pillar, and you see as like the balcony over top of like a greeting center as you pull into a hospital
Yeah.
rumbles as you turn, and you see like a bunch of kids just get caught into the tumbling concrete as you are able to swerve out of the way and go down a side street.
Nice one.
Nice.
As there's a bunch of other feral children like
Yeah.
screaming and yelling, and it's like, our rolly wagon, ours.
It's called the Taint.
Fuck you, it's ours! I built it myself!
So you pull into. It takes you a little bit of while, but eventually you get to the gates, and there is a gentleman on the thing just waiting for you, wearing just like nothing but like a tire-made suit of armor.
Just one guy?
Yep, just one guy at
So
the
he's
gates, like sitting on top.
So he's the guard for like the giant eagle in the Kingdom of Gerard or whatever the fuck?
Exactly. Like imagine at the giant eagle, like just outside of it is just like a gigantic like makeshift
Like barricade sort of thing.
wall. Yeah.
Okay.
Made out of
So-
like tin and scrap metal.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like an actually like heavy gate.
Yeah, heavy enough. Like you could probably drive your car through it, but it's going to take a little bit of damage on the way down. They probably enforced it with some like cinder blocks and whatnot.
I'm ready to roll that dice. So there's one guy standing there. I want to plow through him and then through the gate.
All right, yeah, he says they're going, stop, who goes, ah!
Nope.
Who has a nimbleness plus drive.
Nimbleness plus drive, so that's going to be 3d6 again.
Yep.
So that's a 6.
You explode.
All right.
That's where all the good rolls are going.
Another explosion.
Jesus.
does it
Roll
back?
again.
Okay, so that's 2 auto successes for the 6s, plus my +2 to drive. That's going to be 3 successes total.
All right, so yeah, you actually see the weak spot in this fence. Like an area, like you can see, like there's like some been reinforced with razor wire, and others with cinder blocks, and you're like, this one's just scrap metal. And you target it, and let's see what about this guy.
I take out the guy too with me, right?
About to find out. Okay. So the guy actually looks as like, oh my, and like jumps out of the way. So you did not take him out with you, as like.
Fuck, I missed
What a
him.
shame.
Do I still see him? Can I try to shoot at him?
Yeah, he like is on the ground now, and he's like, oh god, like reaching for his weapon.
Okay. So that is nimbleness plus shoot.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see if this will suck, because probably will. Yeah, it sucks. Nothing.
Man, you're having a bad day.
I am having a bad day. I
Nice.
like Nick got all those 6s, and now they're just gone from the universe.
So,
You
Sorry.
fire another 2 shots,
Ah.
both of which go wide. Like, one kind of like grazes his tire armor, but he gets out like a rifle and takes a shot.
Oh shoot! I'm helping. I swear,
I'm helping.
I'm helping.
Holy hell. Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh no!
Fiona Rogers said you're bad.
So, Fluke, I'm now going to need you to roll a nimbleness plus athletics to dodge.
Okay.
And
Oh, shoot.
the difference is going to be how much damage you're going to end up taking from what he rolled.
Okay, 1 success. Finally.
So, the shot still nails you like square,
Oh,
like
no.
right here in the shoulder. You're going to take 4 damage.
Oh shoot!
He rolled.
Where do I put that?
He rolled
Oh, I see.
4 straight 6s, and I am sorry.
I know.
my
I
guys
kept
ex-
hearing. I heard you like continuing to roll, and I was like, "Oh no!"
I am sorry. It's this one. Like, this dice is the killer because I rolled 2d6 and I got a 6 and then 6, 6, 6, and I'm like, damn.
Oh shoot!
As it even goes like through the cage. Actually, no. Scratch. Take back one of those because the
Okay.
cage absorbed a little bit of it.
Okay.
Nice. Good job,
And
Taint.
like he starts screaming, it's like, sound the
Thank
alarm!
you, Saint. The taint will always protect you.
Yeah.
We have interlopers in our midst.
Oh no! This is so
All right.
bad.
Does anybody else want to do anything here?
I'm still hanging tight until it's my time to hop out and start sneaking around.
Yeah, I'm continuing just to haul ass for the front of this building.
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to do something and failing at it.
Do something better.
I'm really strong, so is the car still moving? Is my question.
Yes.
Okay, I can't do anything right now then. Just
Like you're trying to work out your shoulder here and you're just like, ow,
Son
ow.
of a-
Ow.
Oh, gross.
So I just like blew through the gate and we're continuing to drive, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do
okay.
like a fishtail. Okay. You do like a fishtail and fly into like the Giant Eagle parking lot, where like there's a couple people ready to get up, like ready to like mobilize to fight, but you caught them flat-footed, so they're like, "Oh shit, we weren't expecting to get to work today." What would you like to do, Camshaft, as you're driving?
Well,
You could-
the only plan that I know or care about is to drive the car into the front of the building, which is what I'm going to be doing.
All right, nimbleness plus drive once again, as you are now having to cut through, essentially a shanty town to get through the building.
All right, so that's 1-6 that explodes.
Jesus, Nicholas, stop taking
And
all
it's
the
all
good rolls.
So that's going to just be 1 success.
Okay, so with that, you don't exactly do it smoothly. Like, you kind of like swerve and bob into various buildings. You could feel the shrapnel getting up into the bottom of the car. You can hear like a little bit of grinding of gears, but you manage to go through and you just like ramp upwards and through the glass of the Giant Eagle entrance and into the building as the car bounces into like what was once the produce section.
Nice. I get out, and there's people all around, right?
No, not at the moment. They were
Okay.
completely flat-footed, so they're mobilizing. Like, you can
Okay.
see people, like, on the other end of the store, like, oh fuck, get the
Yeah.
guns.
Okay, so what I'm doing... Sorry, you go ahead, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I start to run. I start to run where I feel like would be something where they would hide books, which is in more, I think.
All right. So
What I-
you take off, and Skinny Joe, what are you up to?
Okay, what I'm doing is as soon as the car is like coming to like a moderately slow spin, I'm jumping out and immediately dashing off to find a nice hiding place behind like a shelf or something where I can skulk around.
All right, I'm going to need you to roll a nimbleness plus stealth check.
All right. Oh, I'm good at these.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's at least one.
One explode.
Oh yeah, one explode. So that's 6, 5, 4.
Nice.
6, 5, 5, 4 is what I ended up with, and I have 3 points, so I can get 3 successes.
All right, so you are definitely just like the knight. You just kind of rolled out underneath the car and then stealth your way through the building. Like they know there's a car here, but they do not know there's a third person.
Okay, so I think it's the 2 assholes.
Yep.
To the assholes.
It doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Camshaft, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna continue to like the car is like slowed down, obviously from like just driving it into the building. But I'm gonna continue to try and like drive it around in here as much as I can, causing as
Alright.
much havoc as I possibly can, hoping that Skinny Joe can like get somewhere useful.
You hear some like grinding of gears. Like you're definitely going to need to do some repairs after this is done, but the car's still going just fine. Roll,
When do
your,
I not have to do repairs?
roll nimbleness plus drive to see how well you do. Come here, Simba.
Simba. Oh, Simba.
Not as good. My drive is a 2, however, so that's 1 success.
All right, so once again, you're not exactly like being subtle here. Like you could feel like parts of the car starting to like bend, bow, and break.
Trust me,
As you're just-
subtlety was not my goal.
Demolition derby, and to hell with the consequences. As you're like fishtailing and slapping people with a car, pretty much. All right. Finally, before we move on to what happens with them, I want Fiona to make a sense plus scavenge check.
Okay. Son of a fuck. Oh, okay, that is a success. That's 1 success.
There you go. You got
Yeah,
one.
I got one. It's my second one of the night, I think.
You may have,
I've been
you may
rolling
have
the
been one
most
who rolled the
too, and I've
most.
only gotten like 2.
So, Fiona, Jesus Christ. Hold on a second, I'm trying to compose myself. Okay, so here's what happens as Camshaft is just swinging and just destroying this giant eagle, kind of like a la the Blues Brothers in the shopping mall, for anyone who's seen the Blues Brothers.
I'm not.
That's what I was going for, honestly.
It's like, oh man, they have a sale today. It's like he just takes out an aisle and like 5 dudes with it. Skinny Joe, you have managed to stealthily make your way to the back of the supermarket
All right.
to where the king would potentially be. You see the king is actually sitting there. Is like, we're under attack. How dare he send out the bulldog? Like you actually
Slap
hear
the
him say this to
bulldog.
like some dude.
Hmm.
I'll have you roll a lore check here in a second to find out what.
Okay. Yeah.
And finally, Fluke, you stumble like through the backs of the buildings in what was the loading dock area, and you're like, shit, if I was a bunch of rare books, where would I be? And then you see like this what says like on the sign is kind of busted up, but like manager's office.
Uh-huh.
And the door is like looks like it's latched shut with various chains.
Letters mean important. I go in.
All right. Well, the door is locked, so you're going to have to find a way to get out of that. So,
I'm gonna muscle in.
all right then. I'm going to need you to roll muscle plus brawl.
Okay.
Skinny Joe, I'm going to need you to roll. Let's see here. Understanding plus lore, and finally, Camshaft. I am going to need you to roll a nimbleness plus. Nimbleness plus where's the thing? Athletics, as people are starting to fire into the cabin.
Athletics? I don't have athletics.
Then it will just be a roll, and whatever you roll is what you get.
All right.
I got 1 success for mine.
All right.
I have 1 explosion. So 1 success.
I got 2 successes on my lore.
All right. So
only 1 success from me.
let's see here. Fiona,
Mm-hmm.
you slam into this door, and finally it starts to give way. And you break into it, and you see this gigantic glass display, and you see the books all lined up.
Letters mean books. That's the takeaway.
They all have some words like Harry Potter on them.
Okay. I look at my arm, look at the books. Is there 7 there?
There is 7.
Oh,
As a matter of
sweet
fact-
Jesus.
There's 1 extra.
I take that one too, just in case.
Well,
I
first you have to
worry
get
that I
through it.
copied it down wrong. Yeah.
First, you have to get through it. We'll get to that in a second. Tom, you've heard of the Bulldog. You've seen the Bulldog. The Bulldog is this guy's, kind of armored vehicle. And it's known to be, built to destroy, pretty much, including a cannon on it. And by cannon, I mean, kind of like a regular, like a Civil War reenactment cannon, but cannon nonetheless.
All right.
To camshaft, you're actually able to kind of duck down and avoid a lot of these crossbow bolts and arrows flying into the car, the ones that actually manage to get through. And suddenly you hear a rumbling sound, and you see this wall crash down as this gigantic Brinks security van pulls up with a 2 giant Civil War cannons plastered to the top of them, and 2 guys holding on taped to the top, ready to fire.
Reverse! That's really cool. Reverse!
All right. So Skinny Joe, I need to know what you're doing right now.
Okay, so I see the king, right?
Yes.
Okay, and is he surrounded by guards, or just the one guy he was talking to? What's the deal right now?
There are several guards, and they're right now, there are some that are packing up his possessions in the room, we got to get you out of here, my liege.
Okay.
And then others who are guarded around him.
Okay, so he's probably not a good target to shank right now.
You might be able, if you had a ranged weapon, you might have been able to get a shot off.
Yeah.
If you roll a high enough stealth, you might be able to stealth behind him and kind of give us jab. But
I feel like I don't walk away from that.
yeah, if you get the jab, then you're gonna get the stick, a lot of sticks.
Yeah.
In the face.
So I'm going to not do that. Our target are the books. I am unaware that Fluke has already located the books. So I'm going to sort of skulk off behind the throne, because I figured that he would keep anything valuable sort of near to the throne, but behind it where he could keep an eye on it most of the time. So I'm going to kind of skulk off behind the throne.
All right. I need you to roll a stealth check. So, all right, now we're going to go through the checks again here. So you're going to make nimbleness plus stealth to get back behind the throne. Camshaft, I'm going to need you to make a nimbleness plus drive check as the car is pulled in. And finally, I'm going to need Fluke to, how do you want to get into this case?
I was just gonna wrap my knuckles and break the glass.
All right, muscle plus brawl.
I have 2 successes on nimbleness plus drive.
All right.
I have 2 successes on stealth.
All right.
Oh, here's all the good rolls.
You found them.
I did. They were hiding.
Wow.
I keep exploding. Oh my god. Okay. 1, 2, 3 successes.
So
Do you have
Fluke,
any modifier?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one could say it's a fluke.
Ah!
Yep, it is a fluke. I find the weakest part in the glass totally by accident. and I just smash it.
Let's start off with Fluke then. Fluke, you wrap your hands in like a cloth and you shatter this thing. All the books are in pristine condition. You even find like a set of cloth and whatnot to wrap them in so that they don't get damaged. And you kind of like put them in your bag. For Skinny Joe,
Mm-hmm.
you go back behind his throne and you find connected to a electric generator a fully functioning PlayStation 4.
Nice.
Complete with a television and everything.
Nice.
And you know for a fact, like, this could get you, like, if you're able to get this out of here, this could make you a fortune in and of itself.
So this is like the
That
slim
shit is magic.
version?
Yes, this is the slim version.
So I'm just gonna sort of grab that and sort of
All right.
snatch it away under my denim vest.
Meanwhile, Camshaft, this car comes plowing through. Two guys taped to the roof of this thing with like Civil War cannons, and you just hear like you see two things just fire off, and they like balls bounce as they bounce past your car and slam into this guy, and like you see his head explode like a melon.
Oh, that was awesome.
You're like, oh my god, this is so cool, this is so cool, as you're like swerving through this place, avoiding as this car is chasing after you, slamming into the back of your van.
Yeah, no,
And-
my goal now is to just lead it on a wild goose chase and eventually find my way and drive back out of here.
Alright, I need you to make a nimbleness plus drive, and he is also going to make a nimbleness plus drive. And a, shoot as well.
Only one success.
Okay. Okay, so you're doing pretty good, but the guy behind this car is a lot better. Like, as he's like swerving, just kind of like side swipes you to the side. You're just getting racked in here, as this guy is just kind of either slamming you into walls, or like you see like a couple of cannons hit the side of the car, and you see like shrapnel like bursting everywhere. You can hear like the engines now like a.
Would it be possible for me to like grab my crossbow and while I'm driving, shoot a bolt for the driver behind me?
Yes. Yes, you could. It's going to be a slight difficulty, though, so I need you to make a nimbleness plus shoot check, and you need at least 2 successes in order to successfully hit him
Nimbleness
and do
plus
damage.
shoot.
Yes.
So that's 1 explosion, 1 auto success. That is going to be 2 successes.
That's 2 successes
Nice.
right there. So I'm going to say that you fire like 2 bolts out of your crossbow, one of which like hits the window and kind of breaks it slightly. The next one like goes like right into one of the cannon fire guy's eye, and you just see him just go limp.
I was aiming for the driver, actually.
All right. I would say that the driver is too fortified in order to get to him, but you were able to take
Got
out
it.
one of his dudes.
Okay.
So you did enough
I'll take it.
damage to the bulldog that it's no longer going to be as big a threat.
Got it.
All right. Let's see here. So you all have gotten your slim. You have gotten the books. So how do you make your daring escape? As you look out and see that Camshaft is currently in one hell of a duel with the bulldog.
We did
Where-
not plan for this.
Yeah, that's the problem with not planning.
Is you'll have
It,
fun.
works, it works until it doesn't. So, in what direction is he going? Does he seem like he's going to like bust out the other side of the building soon?
Yeah, I would say so. Like, he is currently like swerving, like just turning this entire grocery store into a demolition derby. But he might be able to make it out of the building here in a second.
Now, do I know in which way that they went once they bailed out?
You just
I
kind of
wasn't
know
being sneaky.
that they were generally on the right side of the store.
Okay, then I'm gonna like attempt to loop back in that direction in the attempts of seeing them reemerging at some point.
All right.
Alright.
I would say that this is not going to be that hard because there's only like 2 cars and then 2 people trying to get into one of the cars now.
Yeah, you know, like in Little Miss Sunshine, where like they have to like start the car and like run and jump into it.
Yeah.
That's like what I
No,
want to do.
I
Yeah.
hit the button on the automatic door. Instead of the sliding door.
Yes! That van model does have an automatic door.
Forever
Yeah.
useful.
Yeah.
It might be sawed off on half, but
Yeah,
like the automatic
but it
door
still
goes up and
goes.
the roll cage is built to like open up.
To like
with
open
it.
with the door.
Yeah. So I hit the
Yeah.
button. Beam, beam, beam. The
And you have it rigged up so it'll do it while
slowly
and you like
Yeah.
disabled the safety so it can do it while driving.
It does it while it's driving, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything
All
about
the
this is the
safety.
best shit ever.
Slides open.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need
Kevin.
Fluke and Skinny Joe to make an athletics plus nimbleness check in order to get into this car okay.
When that,
I do not have athletics.
you mean
So you can
nimbleness
just-
plus athletics. Nimbleness is the
So you're just
attribute.
rolling
Oh,
nimbleness.
sorry. Nimbleness. Okay, I do have that.
Yeah.
I would hope. You're guaranteed to always have one at least.
All right, so that's one success.
All right.
Maybe. What was my athletic? Okay, that's one success for me as well.
All right. So you both like it takes some doing, but you all hop into this car.
All right.
What took you guys so long? That thing has cannons.
Let's go.
We just wanted to watch you sweat.
You all
I wriggle back into the front seat.
bolt into this car. This car's following you. It's going to fire. It's going to fire now at least one less shot, but you feel like a cannon hit the back of the car. You see like, sit in the back. You see the dent come into the car, and as it like the ball rolls out.
Just gives
That's
us
gonna
more
need
momentum.
buffed out.
All right.
Just kick it, Skinny Joe.
How do you handle this now? You are now need to make your daring escape.
Yep. Now that I have the precious cargo back on board, the books, not anyone else. Right. That's our ticket to a war rig and booze.
Yeah.
So I am immediately going to try and navigate back to the hole that I've punched in, the hole I came in through, and go back out.
Nimbleness plus drive.
That's gonna be one success.
All right, so this time you managed to do it, but you hear like a as one of your tires went out.
Fuck!
So now you're kind of like swerving a little bit as you're now on one tire. Let's see how the Bulldog fares on this.
It's just like your Van Tom.
The Bulldog
pretty
has
much.
no problem at all, as it just like you jump through the hole and the Bulldog makes a new hole
Just
where your
boom.
hole was. A newer, bigger hole.
Okay.
Bigger than the taint.
And it's firing another shot. Okay. Jesus. All right. Let's see here. I need Skinny Joe and Fluke to make a nimbleness plus athletics check, as this cannonball's going to bounce into the cabin.
Oh fuck.
No successes.
I got one.
All right. So for Fluke, the ball bounces up and into the cabin and kind of like does like a shrapnel as it kind of like explodes inwards. So I'm going to need easy now. Let's see here. I'm going to need Fluke to make a tenacity check.
Okay.
Tenacity plus what did I have before? Survive.
Okay, that's one success.
All right. So you're going to take an additional 2 as the shrapnel kind of tears into you a little bit, gives you a couple of cuts.
All right. Shoot.
One of which is a little deeper than the others and is kind of bleeding a little bit worse.
Okay. I am going to secure. Would there be enough room in the glove compartment to put the books in?
Yes, actually.
All right. I secured the books in the glove compartment so I don't bleed on them.
You all built the smugglers, car. So like, you got little like, secret compartments.
We've modified that. That's fair.
Grand Caravan's great for soccer moms and scavengers because of the storage.
Space, yeah. Those lay down seats are amazing.
Yeah.
Stow and go, baby.
Oh,
Yeah. Can I try to shoot out the Bulldog's tires?
yes, you can. Well, the tires are reinforced, but
Shoot
you
for the
need
other
to try to
cannon
shoot
guy.
into it. Yeah.
Shoot for the other cannon guy.
I'll shoot for the other cannon guy.
It was easy. I killed the first one.
Also, keep in mind that the glass around this guy has been cracked now, so you may be able to hit the driver.
Ooh, hit the driver.
Ooh. I'm gonna hit
with
the
a
driver.
bullet. All right.
Yeah. So what do I roll?
Actually, wait. Can I go first before Fluke tries to hit the driver?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a crowbar in my inventory.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wing it as hard as I can right at the windshield and try and shatter it.
So I'm going to need you to roll muscle plus athletics.
I'm not good at any of this. Let's see how this goes.
Ooh,
Hey.
Ooh, nice.
Hey, you got one.
Nice. Explode it.
So that's a 1.
All right.
one success.
It's
So-
still good.
Not the greatest. Like, you kind of chuck it, and you don't get a whole lot of force behind it, as like the crowbar kind of bounces on the glass and falls to the ground. However, what does happen is the crowbar gets caught underneath the car, and you hear like a grinding of gears and whatnot as like a piece of shrapnel bounces up and shatters the glass.
I did it.
Nice.
You did it.
Just
Good
as I
job.
planned.
Yeah. Calculated.
So take your shot, Fiona.
So now there's no
What am I
glass.
rolling again?
Nimbleness plus shoot.
3d6. Okay.
What'd you roll?
We're finding out. So that is 2 successes.
All right, so
Nice.
you take aim and you fire 2 more shots, and like it hits the guy in the chest. And he's like, "Ah, what the fuck?" And then the other one hits him square in the eyes as he falls over,
Nice.
slumps onto the.
Fuck
You
yeah.
hear like the horn go off as the car swerves into a ditch, and you see it just do a flip. Like you hear the guy on the top of the roof be like, "Ah!" as the car literally lands on top of him.
It's like a Wilhelm scream.
Yep.
Yeah,
They,
right.
like squirt like a very large like fountain of blood just squirt upwards as the car
Nice.
collides the ground with a crunching sound. I need you to make one last nimbleness plus drive check, Camshaft, to get out of here free and clear.
No
Ooh.
successes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah.
Such is the way of things. So you reach the gate and you ramp upwards into the shrapnel as the car gets caught on the underside from a piece of rebar.
Oh no.
And you hear like people are now taking shots at you from afar, including Tire Dude. Okay. So they're actually not hitting. But like you're feeling like bullets, like arrows, bolts just raining down on this car. How do you want to solve this problem? You're currently caught in a piece of rebarb on the outside.
I'm gonna jump
I'm
down
gonna
and start
immediately-
pushing.
I will
No,
do
I'm
the
gonna
same.
I thought.
No. I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw it in reverse. I'm gonna try and rock back and forth to break the rebar, or break free.
Nimbleness plus drive. Let's see what happens.
2 explosions.
Nice.
No, I got it, and another explosion.
Roll it again.
Woo.
All right, so that's 1, 2, 3 successes plus my +2. That's going to be 4 total successes. So as you guys are like trying to like get out, I'm like, no, I got it. Rocking it forward and reverse.
Yeah.
Forward and reverse.
And the
forward
car just like briefly levitates by angelic force. A choir of angels appears.
You literally get caught in the rebarb. You rock back and forth. And the rebarb, like one time you give it like a big old just slam on the gas, both feet. The rebarb literally comes upwards, slaps the guy underneath the chin who was about to reach the car,
Wow.
flips and lands in the car.
Free rebar, guys.
Take off into the distance, free and clear.
That's some good scrap right there.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Sparks coming off of the flat tire rim, like
Yeah. Sparks are shooting, like you can still hear like just the as like maybe one of the pistons is about to go.
like I'm stroking the dashboard. I knew it, baby. I knew you could do it. I didn't doubt you first.
So, to conclude, you take the books back to the broker. Do you give the PlayStation 4 to her or not?
I was
No,
gonna hold
fuck
on
that.
to that.
No.
Yeah, that's ours.
Okay. So
What's the extra book? Actually, before we get there, ask Skinny Joe what the extra book is.
Yeah, what's the extra book?
it says the cursed child on it.
That is a valuable addition to our loot.
Yeah,
Nonsense.
we'll
She
leave it in
actually
there.
takes away some of the reward because we give it to her.
So you pull up to the broker, and the broker like walks out, still just in her free hanging out robe.
Hmm.
Nice. I love her.
And she's just like screaming, like, ah, ha, 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 you did it! Like she takes the books and she's like, you know, like,
War rig first.
like by all means, she throws you the keys. She gets out the case. She brings out an additional case filled with guns, ammunition, and
yes.
car repair items for your car,
Oh.
including
Damn.
brand new tires. And by that I mean newish from 2017. They're not dry rotted.
If you need anything else from us ever again, all you have to do is ask for the 3 assholes.
And by all means,
Awesome.
you all have done more for me and my ambitions than anyone ever has. I will
Yes.
be happy to ask of you again.
Boom.
I
And
go
so-
and jump on the hood of the war rig and hug it.
So what do you name the war rig?
The boner.
Yeah.
You notice that it has a very phallic shape to it. It's
Mhm.
like it's a very long, slender car with a gigantic, like,
Yeah.
No, I propose we name it Camshaft Shaft.
I can go
You're
with
not
that.
the leader.
Yeah, but he does the car stuff. We'll throw him a bone on this one.
You see, I feel like it's one of those things like, all right, you can name it Camshaft Shaft if you get to name the other car the
The
tank.
tank.
Yeah, we have to change the name of the
Yeah.
other car.
It's a compromise.
Yeah.
The grand
Team
bargain.
building.
This way, the genital imagery is complete.
Yeah.
Because
Fine.
Yes.
3 assholes
Yeah.
are now
Plus, it's kind of our
connected.
crappy car now, anyway.
Yeah.
Take that back. She's our first and she'll always be special.
That's fair. She served us well.
You never forget your first.
Yeah.
3 assholes are connected to Camshaft Shaft by the taint.
Yep.
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 And you all drive off happily into the night. The end of Atomic Highway.
Oh, yay. That was so
Nice.
nice. What on
The
earth?
dice were so melodramatic tonight.
I know, right?
It
Yeah.
was like the dice put us, like, waited until the last possible second to fuck us over.
Exactly.
And then,
No,
And then-
it was
then-
till the end that I
Yeah.
got anything good.
That's fair,
I
yeah.
was like, I was
No, and
like,
then
oh
when we
my
get
god,
caught,
everyone's gonna think I'm the
like,
worst.
3 explosions, like when we get stuck, just to make
Yeah.
our final
Yeah.
escape. It was so perfect.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, all right,
To
everybody.
break the glass, get the books. I think I got 3 explosions.
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
Just the perfect moments.
Beautiful.
all right, everybody. That was yet another episode of Trainwreck, our weekly Monday night live stream. Who knows what we're going to be doing next week? You can watch
We
the
sure don't.
VOD of this on our Twitch, as well as the VOD of last week's
Mhm.
D&D game run by yours truly. And then both of those VODs will be up on YouTube this week. And then we're looking to have get into a routine of having the VOD for Monday's stream up by Friday of that same week. Hopefully we can get that going. But let us know what you guys think, and we'll be doing this every Monday night, like it or not. So
Yeah.
hopefully you enjoy it.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.